Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of December 4th to the 10th, 2023. First card out for you is the Lover. Okay, Aries, I see you. I'm just feeling really beautiful energy here of, first off, love. Some of y'all might be banging someone, I don't know. Oh God, I'm so awful. But the Lover doesn't just talk about romance. This is also being a lover of life, making love to life, and really indulging in the sensual pleasures of life. Really good music, good food, wines, tasty beverages, smells, candles. The way that you dress, even, it's very well thought out with certain fabrics or like scents, or it's just like sensory, you know? I feel like you're really paying attention to the sensory side of life and romanticizing your life in that way. So I love this energy. I'm also getting like this sort of like rom-com energy of like just being this independent person and like, how do I even put it? Like just romanticizing your little daily routine. Like, for example, this is my third cup of tea today, and I know the first sip I take out of it, it's gonna be luxurious. It's gonna be like I am drinking tea for the first time in my life, every single time I drink tea. And like that little luxury, like I just view it as so romantic, like my little schedule of waking up and opening the shades and having that tea, and I start my day, and I don't know how to describe it. It's just like you're romanticizing your rhythm, your routine, and really paying attention to the little sensual details about life, because those sensual details just make things magical and worth living. So it's amazing. I feel like that's the main message here, actually, not even talking about romance, although that can also be a part of this week. All right. Yeah, just that sensual energy. We have the Hierophant coming through. Interesting. So the Hierophant talks about teachers, mentors, therapists, leaders of some sort. Someone is giving you fresh ideas, fresh energy, changing your perspective. And this doesn't even have to be like an actual therapist or teacher that you meet in the flesh. This could also be someone like an author of a book that you're reading that just completely reshapes the way that you think about life, or even like a podcast or a YouTuber, someone sharing thought-provoking ideas is what I'm seeing here. It's like TED Talk energy. You know, I love the Hierophant upright. It also shows having structure, having a path to follow. And I feel like you are getting very clear about the path that you are on, the expectations you have for that path. You know, the Hierophant represents tradition. It represents following a tried and true course of steps that works. You know, like when I think of the Hierophant, I think of that traditional, like graduate from high school, then get your diploma and meet your spouse in college and get married and buy a house together and have 2 children and like, you know, retire or whatever. Is that stereotypical? Yes. Okay. Should everyone do that? No. However, I mean, if you don't know what you want with your life, I guess that's a good path to go down, because, you know, it'll give you money, it'll give you whatever. So it's kind of like the tried and true path to following that. Now, here's the thing. If you are following your own unique path, either in a relationship or with your career, whatever in life, if you find people who have done that before and you look to them as sources of inspiration and figure out how they did it, the steps that they took, you can make your path a lot easier. And so I am seeing here you finding yourself some mentors who have already done what you're trying to do. Now, for some of you, there may be elements of what you're doing that you're like trailblazing, like you're the first one to do it, and that's fine, but you can always still find sources of inspiration and people who've done it before you. Any artist will tell you this, like any visual arts person will tell you this, like there is always other artists that may inspire a certain piece that you're doing, and you know that art, the person doing the art in the present day may look to other pieces of art, other artists as inspiration, and as they are sort of copying the other painting or like being inspired by it, in that process, in that creative process, their own divine creativity will flow through, and they'll make changes and they'll make it very unique, very original. And as they're doing that, there may be other ideas that come forward and other ideas. Once you get into that creative flow, like the originality will start pouring through. But if you're having a creative block right now and like you don't know why, I'm telling you, like, just imitate other people. How do I put this? Like, look at other people who are successful as like a blueprint, like a general blueprint, and get down to the basics of what they're doing and just try to recreate that. And then as you start recreating it, you'll have your own original ideas and you put it on, and then it's not like plagiarizing, you know? And I learned this from my art teacher, okay? Like, you can be inspired by other people. You can reference off of other people's works and do what they're doing. During that creative process, you need to listen to your own creative ideas and add it on there. Because if you're just like copying everything exactly like as it is, like literally step by step doing exactly what other people are doing, then it's inauthentic and you'll never see success from plagiarism. So yeah. We have travel coming through, Aries. Okay, I am seeing you traveling, you planning some future travel, or you may have people traveling to you, but there's definitely some talks about future travel plans or current day travel plans for some of you. It says, let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Beautiful, beautiful message. So we're going to get 6 tarot cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Good Tarot to get further clarification about this week ahead. First card out for you is the Page of Air. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of communication coming in, new communication, and again, travel plans. I keep coming back to travel plans, communicating about travel plans, and it feels to me like there's something brand spanking new entering your life here. This could be a brand new direction, and it also feels like, I don't know why I'm getting like an image of like a lot of phone calls, FaceTimes, like things like that coming through as well. Certain relationships or like your life in general, like where you live or your career or how you go about things may have taken a new direction in the past several weeks. And that may be settling down a little bit too. I'm noticing this feather up here kind of falling. So I feel like some massive changes that you implemented in your life, in your relationships, you know, where you live, everything, it's all settling down at this time, which is good. We have the Chariot. Oh my gosh, guys, there is a ton of travel energy this week. My God, some of you are literally on vacation right now, literally traveling, moving around. Some of you may be planning a move as well. Like, lots of movement here for sure. And if it's not happening right here this week, you are planning for it in the future, talking about it a lot this week. Some of you are literally looking for a new house, a new apartment, something like that, or you are really looking into the nitty-gritty when it comes to planning a trip, looking at airline prices and things like that. Really legit. There's that sip. Beautiful. The Chariot's a lovely, lovely card of going out of your comfort zone and growing. I'm seeing here some of you may be, if you are looking to move, you may be moving in with someone and you may never have lived with them before. So this is like a next step in your relationship or your friendship. I'm also seeing the same thing with traveling. Like, you may be traveling with someone who you never traveled with before. So it's kind of like getting to know them in that way, which is really interesting. Third card out, we have the Queen of Earth in reversed. So this could be an earth sign in your life, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. And I'm seeing that they are being not stubborn, but like they're really focusing on themselves right now. Someone may need to really focus on their work, where like their work is their number one priority, making money is their number one priority, and they may not be able to offer you the commitment or the answers that you need. So they may not be able to lock down and say, yes, I'm going on that trip with you. Yes, I am visiting. Yes, we can be committed to each other. Like, yes, this is what we're doing, like long term. It's like kind of an idea that's up in the air for them. And I feel like there's nothing you can really do because it feels like it's more on their end of things where they're the ones that are unsettled at this time. I'm also seeing for some of you, this can manifest as like you may have gotten like some sort of freelance job, or opportunity like on weekends, and it's not like super duper set in stone, and the person who's employing you may even say like, I can't guarantee you that this is going to be a permanent set in stone thing, so like don't get your hopes up. It's something like that. It's like, I can't promise you anything right now, but we can discuss it, we can talk about it. I don't have the money. It feels like a lack of money, a lack of resources, which is why they can't offer you that right now, and they may feel like they need to work a lot or like get their resources in a better place before they can offer you something more committed, solid, stable, like answer. You know what I mean? So I am seeing that. Second row out, fourth card is the King of Fire in reverse. Okay, this is you. Your energy a little bit disempowered. This could also be another fire sign in your life, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is an older, wiser person, okay? Someone who has a lot of life experience. And whenever I see like the King of Fire in reversed, you know, it always just gives me this energy of someone who has a lot of knowledge, a lot of expertise, but they may think that they are the ones that know exactly what they're doing, like been there, done that, sort of like know-it-all energy. So that's coming through. Actually, we have 4 cards on the table and 3 of them are court cards. So there's a lot of socialization. Like I said in the beginning, like I was seeing a lot of phone calls, a lot of FaceTimes, like even things like emails, text messages, lots of movement, travel, communication. It's very interesting. Anyways, this King of Fire in reversed, it's someone who's very charming and they have a lot of life experience, but I almost feel like their ego is a little strong here, and I don't know, it's weird. I feel like they have a hard time being really authentic in connections. And this could be a boss, this could be a father, this could be anyone, it could be a friend. I want to see what's next to this, actually. Okay, we have the 9 of Fire in reverse. This is crazy because this card, I believe, came out for every single sign so far. You're the 4th sign that I am filming for this week. This card came out for everyone. Most of them in reversed as well. So 9 of Fire actually does put you in a strong position. Like, you've achieved a lot in your life and there's a lot for you to protect, you know. And I see you working on a dream here. And especially coming out underneath the Chariot, like a lot of you are moving forward with your dreams, your goals, your personal fulfillment, and what you're trying to achieve. We see a lot of swift forward movement in that. News about your goals moving into a better place. And you're learning a lot as well, learning new skills to move your goals along quicker. Like, for example, if you have the goal of becoming like shredded, like super ripped, you may be following someone on Instagram or like taking some advice from a trainer, and they give you really powerful advice that like changes everything for you. Or someone may recommend you like a supplement and then you take it and then it like really helps you out, something like that. We see you really going after your dreams, your goals here though. 9 of Fire in reversed, I feel like you do have some walls up though when it comes to whoever this is, this King of Fire. Honestly, I'm getting from some of you, this could be someone who is trying to give you advice, and it doesn't even have to be someone you know. Like I said, this could be a teacher, an author, whatever. Same energy. And they're in this position where they're like speaking as if they're this guru. They are this person who knows a lot, but you just don't trust their leadership. And there's something in your gut or your intuition that's saying like, I don't think this person is qualified to speak on this. Or like the advice that they're giving, it's not like good. Like they think they're giving wonderful advice, but they're not. And you feel like you even understand more about the topic than they do. And so I do see you putting your walls up with that. One thing I would recommend, guys, is if you are doing anything this week where you're paying a lot of money to a professional, I would recommend getting a second opinion. And I don't know, pay attention to any red flags as well. I don't know, just get second opinions, shop around before you settle on one person, before you sign any contracts, like financial agreements to pay someone out on something. That's what I would recommend personally. Final card out is the Queen of Water. Wow, 4 court cards out of 6 cards. Crazy, very social week for you. This is a water sign coming. Actually, we have all signs on the table. You have air, earth, fire, and water. So there you go, all signs. And this is a mature Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And there's a lot of emotional availability here. I feel like this may be someone who is traveling with you, making these travel plans. Their heart is open, they're excited to move forward with you. It also feels like you're on parallel journeys in life where your careers are growing at the same time, where you have your own individual goals and you both like call each other up and support each other about those goals. And it just seems like a really nice connection. Oh, sorry. I see for you guys here, which is fun and fulfilling. It feels like your social cup is really filled, and the people in your life are moving in the same direction at you, at the same pace as you, and it's amazing. And there may be one person who's a little flaky, or they can't offer you like an answer that you need, but that's fine because there's this other person who can. And so it's like, that's fine. Like, take your time. I'm not depending all of my happiness, all of my social happiness off of you, so that's okay. You know, it is all right. These two queens did come out on top of each other as well. When there's two queens in a reading, like really close to each other, and one's in reverse, it does show two people not really getting along that well. And it's next to the Nine of Fire in reverse, so again, it's like this could be like two people who you are friends with, or like you know them, and those two don't get along with each other. Does that make sense? So for example, you could be married and your spouse might not be able to get along well with like your sister or your mom or your dad or your brother or someone like that, or your best friend. I don't know, it's something like that. Possibly whoever these two are, they could be the same gender or similar like gender expression. So I don't know. Could be anyone, but yeah, interesting reading. I feel like there is a lot of happiness in your life, a lot of sensuality, and like romanticizing your life personally. This is a good week for love if you're looking for it. We have the Lovers, we have the Queen of Cups. Definitely a good week for creativity, moving forward with your personal goals. Definitely the week for travel though, and booking trips and buying like airplane tickets. So I would recommend doing that. And yeah, pay attention to the mentors in your life. I feel that there are really amazing mentors and like thought-provoking ideas coming through this week, a lot of spiritual downloads. However, I also feel like there may be someone who's trying to give you advice or trying to give you these thought-provoking ideas, but they may actually be more destructive than helpful. So pay attention to where you're getting advice from. For example, perfect example, I hate Instagram for like psychological advice. Like the reels, a lot of people talk about like really good stuff, but a lot of like the text posts and stuff that are like psychology tips are so toxic. So just pay attention to where you're getting your advice from. And even if like you say to yourself like, oh, well, I'm just gonna disregard that, like it's bad advice, if you keep surrounding yourself with it, like it's gonna seep into your subconscious mind. So just pay attention. All right, thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. If you want personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Go ahead and check out my 2024 tarot and mediumship reading. This is a very limited time offer. I'm only offering this until it's all booked up or until the end of January, whichever comes first. And it's an hour-long video reading. And I will look into your year ahead and get a lot of details on that. I will answer your questions and any topics you want me to cover, and we'll finish off with some advice from your spirit guides and do a deep dive into anything that they want to tell you at this time. And you'll get that within 7 days of ordering it, so it's just a good offering. Go ahead and get it. All right, thank you guys. Bye-bye.